my name is Valentia Knox. I'm responding to Corinne Mason's speech, with her main claim being that buying a hybrid car is a more economical investment than buying a standard motor vehicle. Her first secondary claim was that hybrid cars achieve better gas mileage. Her secondary claim was that hybrid cars are financially rewarding. And her third secondary claim was that hybrid cars contribute to a better future for a clean environment. The speaker's first supporting claim is that hybrid cars achieve better gas mileage and is therefore a better investment. If this were true, then we would have to assume that in the long run, the gas mileage must be significantly better than a conventional vehicle to warrant the extra initial cost of a hybrid vehicle. However, it is unclear whether this is indeed the case. The speaker listed impressive EPA fuel economies for the Toyota Prius hybrid, the Honda Civic hybrid, and the Nissan Altima hybrid. However, in reality, the EPA lab method for measuring fuel economy is flawed. In real-world tests by Consumer Reports, it was found that, in fact, hybrid cars get less than 60% of EPA estimates while navigating city streets. A more optimistic estimate from John DiPietro, a road tester of Edmunds.com, is that most drivers will get between 75 to 87% of rated mileage, with individual variations based on driving habits and traffic routes. I also found online lots of personal testimonies in different forums that I was looking on, people saying that they weren't receiving the gas mileage. Many people conceded that their driving habits, maybe they sped a lot, or that they had erratic driving habits. So, in reality, hybrid gas mileage is better than typical gasoline vehicles, but not as much as was stated. Investigation of what is the true hybrid gas mileage would greatly affect whether a hybrid would be a sound investment. If the vehicles do not get the gas mileage they claim to get, then the speaker's main claim that buying a hybrid is a better investment cannot be validated. Next, I will refute the secondary claim that hybrid cars are financially rewarding. By this, I believe the speaker meant that there are financial incentives. Two pieces of evidence that she provided was that consumers may be eligible for tax credits and that hybrid vehicles are exempt from smog checks. The reasoning being that if you're provided with tax credits and your hybrid vehicle does not require smog checks, then owning a hybrid vehicle is a better investment than owning a conventional vehicle due to these financial incentives. However, both of these claims cannot be fully validated. The stated financial incentive of tax credits is misleading. The incentives designed for the consumer are often limited and may run out. So unless the consumer is very diligent when researching the incentives, they may find themselves in the hole. For example, according to IRS reports, Toyota and Lexus brand hybrids are no longer certified for tax credits. And beginning January 1st, 2009, taxpayers who buy a Honda hybrid cannot claim the related tax credit. However, the Ford Motor Company, General Motors, and Nissan hybrid vehicles have not begun phase out and still qualify for the tax credit. So there is a financial incentive if the consumer had decided to buy a hybrid from one of those companies. State-designed incentives are also served on a first-come basis. For example, the California incentive that awarded stickers to hybrid vehicles to allow travel in the carpool lane is no longer available. The maximum number of applicants has been reached, and there is no intended extension of the program. So, if the tax credits and state initiatives are no longer available, then the claim that the hybrid is more financially rewarding is misleading because the consumer may not be able to realize the incentives that they had hoped for. The speaker also states that hybrids are more financially rewarding than conventional vehicles because the vehicles are exempt from smog check. This claim is invalid. The speaker fails to mention that, in fact, many non-hybrid vehicles are exempt from smog checks. Diesel vehicles, like natural gas vehicles, motorcycles, and any model vehicles from 1975 or before. Lastly, I will refute the speaker's third claim that hybrid cars contribute to a better future for a clean environment. I'm not arguing whether hybrids have a positive effect on the environment, but critiquing the speaker's evidence provided to prove the main claim being that buying a hybrid car is a more economical investment than a standard motor vehicle. The speaker provides evidence that the U.S. Department of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy are working to accelerate commercialization of plug-in hybrids, and that major corporations or organizations are funding development of plug-in hybrids. However, the speaker failed to develop the rationale of how future development of plug-in hybrids proves that buying a hybrid vehicle right now is more economic than buying a conventional vehicle. And also that third claim is a value claim that doesn't prove her main claim. In conclusion, I do not refute the idea that a hybrid vehicle could be a better investment than a conventional vehicle, but simply dismiss the notion that the purchase of a hybrid is always a better investment. This is because the superiority of hybrid gas mileage is unclear, tax credits and incentives are not applicable to all people and all vehicles, and the financial perk of exemption from smog checks is not exclusive to hybrid vehicles.
All right. Oh, let me just turn that off.